I guess I know. I guess I'm here to give you guys a movie review, which is basically called The Abyss. This is called The Abyss. If you guys never heard of this guy, whose name is Bud, he's pretty much a oil rig kind of guy. That does this kind of stuff like that. I think oil rig underneath the sea or something like that. I don't know if they do it or not, or maybe they probably still do it. I'm not really actually 100% sure because usually most of like basically around the world and stuff like that we do oil drills and stuff like that. And I never heard of rigs like underneath the water or rigs, or maybe just something much more different. Probably something way more different than from what it seems to be. I think this movie that they made it in, that The Abyss, is really quite phenomenal. It really actually is. If you guys don't know who the guy is who actually played, I can't remember his name, but he also played one of the leaders that was leading the Apollo 13 or something like that, the movie with Tom Hanks and stuff like that, and that movie was very good also too. But the first one to say here is that The Abyss to me is a hidden gem. To me, I think it really actually is. It's a very rare movie for people that really have never seen this movie or basically something like that. But if you've never seen this movie, I would highly recommend watching the movie. The movie is long. It's somewhere up between 2 hours and 30 minutes or maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes. It is really a long movie because I never would expect to see a movie would basically just be this long, as to basically just be this long. So what is the movie's basically all about? So anyways, the movie's basically all about where they had the submarine, which is a military, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, a military submarine military submarine was gone or something like that, and perhaps some of the crew members pretty much died because there was stuff that they couldn't do or something like that. But going to military submarines are very dangerous, and sometimes people really actually make them, sometimes people really actually don't, and stuff like that. And basically when it comes to basically that, it's a risk. It's a very high risk, going in there, but you just never know what's basically going to happen. And I think submarines are really cool just to see underwater and stuff like that. I don't think I've never been in one. I think my dad probably been in one a few times before. I'm not so sure because my dad is retired Navy in the military, and my dad's no longer around anymore, which he passed away. So I'm not going to get into that. But I will, as a person, wants to say here is that Bud is pretty much is the main male protagonist basically in this movie, and basically what he does, he helps his crews out, and basically do all this drilling and stuff like that. And these guys have been doing it for years and years because they have the experience in basically what they're doing. So basically, what the thing is that the military was basically the Navy. They want Bud and his team, and also a couple Navy SEALs guys wants to take over, so they can get their nuclear weapons back. I want to personally want to say here is basically that having a nuclear weapon on your hands is very strict business. I'm not gonna lie, it's very strict business. And it's something that I think a lot of people should not follow with. Also, when it comes into this movie, I want to say here is basically that this movie is not terrible, but this movie is really actually good. It's a very beautiful movie, and I love the ending of the movie where you see these angel-like aliens or something like that. Some people would probably just call them angels. Maybe they are, or maybe they are not. We just really don't even know. That's kind of like also saying, is there artificial intelligence basically out there in our world, basically in space? Nobody really doesn't know. Some people have claimed they have seen, aliens or anything like that. I really don't know. I really don't know because I really don't even know or anything like that. I don't even know if they really actually do exist. Some people probably will say they probably do. Or anything like that. But this movie was just phenomenal. It's very good. If I have to get a rating for this movie, it's a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend you guys watch this movie, but there's not really much to talk about basically when it comes to this movie. But I will personally say is enjoyable basically to watch. Now, I do not know if there's a second movie of this, but I really don't think there's really is not. I could be wrong, but if they were to make a second movie, I don't think it would not make any sense. But I'm hoping that, and I'm praying that they don't make a second sequel because you know the people that played this movie was just really actually good. Now, for us as it seems to me, it just basically seems when it comes to this movie. I don't really recognize all the other characters basically in this movie because they kind of look kind of fresh. That's what it kind of basically feels to me. But if I recognize the guy who plays this Bud, he's pretty much the leader of the Apollo 13, or I want to say NASA also too, because the Apollo 13 movie was just truly a phenomenal movie, especially with Tom Cruise played in the movie. So yeah. And it was that's it for this movie review. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this movie? You guys want to watch it? I'd love to hear what you guys say. So yeah, it was I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please like me, give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down, and please leave me comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember you. So I love you guys. Please stay. Everyone, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.